Our reporter Vanessa Poonah is out in the Western Cape, and we'll cross to her now to give us a sense of where she is and which leaders she is following this morning. Very good morning to you, Vanessa. Give us a sense of which voting station you're at. I understand that it is Patricia de Lille that you're following, their good leader. Give us a sense of the state of play where you are.
Yes, good morning to you. We are coming to you from the Pinelands Primary School here in Cape Town, and I'm going to ask my colleague Lucanio just to show you the extent or the numbers of people that have come out this morning. Of course, we've seen this at a number of voting stations across Cape Town. People have come out in their numbers. Of course, you would know that this is the first time we are using 3 ballot papers. Could also be a reason for some of the delays this morning, but of course we'll get an update from the IEC in the Western Cape in a short bit in terms of whether everything has gone smoothly. The voting stations that I've been at this morning have opened on time. And you said there just now that I'm joined by Patricia de Lille. Yes, indeed, she's the leader of the Good Party and Premier candidate here in the Western Cape. Mr. de Lille, very warm good morning to you.
Good morning.
We spoke to you a short while ago, and you were saying that this is actually a very significant moment for you personally. It's the 7th election that you're voting in.
Yes, and indeed, it is 30 years of our democracy, but the 7th time that we're all voting as South Africans, and you always feel that excitement. But you know, today is the day where we are all equal. Our vote counts the same, and we've all got the same rights. And I really want to appeal to all South Africans to go out there today in celebration of our 30 years of democracy and make their mark.
You've seen the numbers of people coming out today. Does this warm your heart? Is this reminiscent of 1994?
Oh, yes, I'm very happy. I can't say it's the same as 1994. 1994, we were voting to get rid of an apartheid system that is being declared a crime against humanity. This time around, we have a democratic state, and of course, now we want to send a message to the democratic state what we want to see change. So in that sense, it's not really comparable. But I know that I put my faith, I put my trust in the voters of South Africa. They're not naive. You can never take them for granted. So let us respect the choices that everybody will be making today.
You said earlier on that today is not a day for campaigning. Today is a day where it's completely and utterly about each and every citizen, just behind us here as well, each person with the ID going into the voting station, making their mark.
Today we are all equal. Our vote counts exactly the same. There's no queue jumping here because you've got some position. We're all equal, and we must all stand in the queue, and we must all be respecting the choices that's going to come out. I am very proud of South Africans. I know that yes, we do have our problems, but on days like days, that proud moment to celebrate and to vote with South Africans. As you can see here, there are hundreds of people today. And also, of course, it's we're now joined by our independent candidates, and people have got a third choice to make now. So let's make a success of the day.
Mr. de Lille, thank you so much for your time. Of course, Mr. Patricia de Lille, the Premier candidate for the Good Party here in the Western Cape, as well as the leader of that party, saying really essentially today is all about each and every single individual in the queue making their mark, and then also saying that she is extremely proud of South Africans. We're very glad to have good weather today, so people have definitely come out in their numbers.
Thank you very much, Vanessa Poonah. Live from the Western Cape that you heard, that was the good leader, Patricia de Lille, of course, fondly known as Auntie Pat. She cast her vote saying that, yes, it is a significant election, but certainly not comparable to the significant and first election that we had in 1994. But this being the 7th general election, it is indeed an important one.